it, and our children don't even want to sit with us anymore. I'm like, yeah, I know that. My dad was a Methodist pastor, and I went to church. I sat way up there in the back. And my mom sat in the choir right there, and she made a kind of stare. You know when your mother look at you, that kind of stare? She just have to look at you, right? I'm watching you. And you straighten up. Now we got older, our children are doing the same thing to us. I don't know why it is. Maybe our genes translated into our children, and they are doing worse than what we did. They don't want to sit with us. Dad, I'm not going with you. You know, they want their own cars. They want to live in their own apartments. And when we were 15, 16 years old, we didn't want to go anywhere with our parents. They were too old. They don't understand us. Our parents just couldn't get it. But now, as we are getting older, we still not getting it right. We're missing everything. The grudges, we carry the grudges. Unforgiveness, we carry that. Unappreciative, we are. Paying back, you get me, I will get you. What happened? What happened to the childhood? What happened to the childlike spirit that we had when we were growing up? What happened? God wants us to continue in the likeness of a child. The forgiveness of a child. The kindness of a child. Where has all that gone? You go to adulthood, and everything just evaporates. Someone look at you too hard, you have a problem. Somebody doesn't like your tie, you have a problem. What's wrong with us? We are Christians. Simply shall be Christ-like. We want to go to heaven and to be the greatest in heaven. And the fourth element of a child, as I promised you, is humility, to be humble, which is completely the opposite of being proud. He's proud. He's full of pride. He talked down to people. He's the best thing that ever happened. He's full of pride. But God is calling us to be humble in whatever we do. When ancient Israel have done all that they can do in Malachi chapter 3, and God was displeased with them, God wanted to know, why did I go wrong with Israel? Where did I go wrong with Israel? I brought you out of Egypt. I kept in the wilderness for 40 years. You didn't have to buy a new pair of sandals. There was no Walmart or Super C. We ate every day. There was no Montreal General or Royal Vic. You were always well. 40 years I brought you through the wilderness. Now you turn your back on me. Where have I gone wrong? God didn't go wrong. Haman went wrong. God does not contradict himself. We contradict ourselves. God is kind and we are unkind. God is merciful and we are unmerciful. God is full of compassion, and compassion is not our vocabulary. So he asked in Israel, what have I gone wrong with you? What did I do that was wrong? And here it is, Micah chapter 3, verse 6. What does the Lord require of you, O man? Nothing. All that God wants from us is to do justly and to walk harmony with God, which is a very hard thing for us to do. Because sometimes pride goes to our head. You go to school, you get a degree or 2 or 3, where they need a big shot now. You can't talk down to everybody. They don't call you brother anymore. they call you doctor. And nobody, if they don't call you doctor, you are mad. I earned it. If they don't call you pastor, you are mad. You went to Andrews. And so what? Had God not taken you to Andrews, would you have made it? Had God not given you the strength to earn a PhD, would you have been a doctor? Give praise to God that you made it. When they call you John, you are John. When they call you Peter, you are Peter. When they call you Edder, you are Edder. Be humble. Don't let it go to your head. A child is very humble. You go to the store, you buy a child a pair of shoes, they don't ask questions, they wear it. When I was a kid, anything my mom bought, I wore it. I didn't care where it came from. Get to adulthood and you know the difference. Now you're 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. When mom buys you a trouser, you look at it. You buy a pair of sneakers. Mom, you can't wear that thing. John has Nike. And the girls, I have an older daughter. You buy a bike. Papi, is that Versace? So what is Versace? It's a bag to carry your things in. It carry, whatever Versace carry, the $2 bike carry the same thing. Daddy, she can go, Papi, is that Versace? Say, sweetheart, I can afford Versace, whatever it is, whoever he is, I can afford that. Your mom bag is $15. Why you want Versace? It costs thousands of dollars. Why? Because they want to show off. Be humble with a little bag that can put your thing, you put your cell phone in there, you put whatever you put in your Versace bag, and you go with it. It works. Humanity is a difficult task for humanity to follow through. But Jesus left out an example for being humble. Very God, very man. He didn't bother that he was God. He turned out a robbery to be equal to God. But he lowered himself lower than angels for one reason, to redeem me and you. So why are we proud? Why are we boastful about? What do we have that God has not given to us that we can be proud about? Nothing. Nothing. Life is a gift from God. You woke up this morning because God woke you up this morning. You came here this morning because God brought you here this morning. So what on earth do you have to be proud about, to be boastful about? Nothing. But God is calling us to be humble. If we're going to make it into the pearly gates, if we want to see Jesus face to face, we must be humble. Just how Christ was humble enough to die on the cross, that through his death and resurrection, he has given you a hope beyond this life. Let's humbly accept that death, that we can make it to heaven. Christ is calling us to be submissive to his call, to live lowly lives, to be kind, merciful, and forgiving. There is nothing that we own that God has not given us. So when you leave from here, learn to be forgiving. In fact, it will make you live longer. If you are forgiving, you have good night's sleep, you're not stressed out. Depend on God. As King David said, the Lord is my shepherd. There's nothing that I want. Be receptive. Whatever God sends your way, take it back to God in prayer. To be humble. If you have ever heard of a black educator in the States, his name is Booker T. Washington. A black educator that lived in Tuskegee in the States. Highly educated man. One evening he was walking the neighborhood. He went in the wrong direction. He came to the white neighborhood. And as he was going, a white lady saw him. She doesn't know who he is. He was a black man. So she said, "Sir, could you please help to chop my wood and everything like that?" Mr. Washington took out his jacket. He put it down. He chopped the wood. He took everything, put the wood in the lady's house. And as he's taking the wood into the house, a girl saw him. Said, "Mr. Washington." And the lady like, "Okay, that can be the same guy." So he did everything. He cut the wood. He took everything. He put it in the house. And the girl kept on calling his name. And he responded, "Yes, it's me." And the lady felt so embarrassed. She said, "Sir, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry." His response, "Ma'am, sometimes manual labor is good for the soul." This is a highly educated, he runs an institute. And somebody is making the chop wood. I say, "Do you know who I am?" I love that with the Africans. "Do you know who I am?" "I'm Dr. So-and-so." "Never Washington." "No." He chopped the wood, put it there. The woman was so embarrassed, and she wanted to verify that. So the next day, she went to the institute. When she got to the institute, she asked, "Does Mr. Washington work?" "Oh, yes, his office is up there." He went in this huge office. Mr. Washington is there. That even tripled her embarrassment. When she left the office, she went home. She called all white friends. She said, "Listen, there's a black school here. We have to put money in that school." And they raised thousands and thousands of dollars for the institute. He didn't ask for the money. But he was humble enough that when people mistake him, when people told him just to be a black man in the neighborhood, doing nothing, he did his job.